Hello and welcome to another update video about Polygon MATIC. Just want to give you a heads up about where we could be heading and what is happening on the chart. Quite good to see that, throughout the history here of my Polygon MATIC videos, we did hit all three target areas. We first came into this one down here at around 145. So we didn't go deeply here into the target area, but we reached it and also touched it. The next one was up here. Again, we reached it, didn't get as far in there as I thought, but we hit the targets. That's fair enough. And by the way, these are all based on Fibonacci levels based on the Elliott Wave method. And to avoid confusion, I take the Fibonacci's out here when we reach a target level, because otherwise it's getting too confusing. I have too many things on the charts here. And then, the third one here we reached as well, which was then after that high here when we couldn't get further up. And I told you then I would expect further retracement. I gave you these target levels also on Discord for every channel member. I did set buy orders. One was at 178. That was the lowest one from this range. And that was perfectly the low. When we hit the low, bought perfectly here. And now we're moving up again. So the question is, can we really make these new highs of around $3 to $4 that I talked about earlier? Or is this really only a corrective move? What's going to happen? So first of all, we can see that we are moving out of this target area again, which is important. I told you before that if we lose this lower support at 177, roughly, that we could go down further, and then we would need to do a recount, and we could get into this yellow target area again here between 115 and 145, where we were before. But luckily, we turned around here as expected here in this target area. And turned around, and we're now back on our way up. But is this now a continuation of the uptrend, or is this just a correction at the moment? As we know from the Elliott Wave method, ABC corrections, you get basically an A wave down here, a B wave to the upside, and a C wave down. Could that be it? What are we doing? So my view is that looking at the structure here of the chart, I don't particularly like that structure, what we're doing. It's looking a bit too choppy. Looking a bit corrective, to be honest. So all of this here, and this doesn't look as clear as an impulse as I'd like to. Basically, just to talk a little bit about price action here. What you can see when we came up here from that wave 2, you can see the low of the wave 2 that was here. When we came up here, this was clearly impulsive. Very strong, a lot of green candles. We came up, then we had a correction here. But again, we came up in another impulsive move to the upside. Then it looks like the trend did turn, because we came down impulsively to the downside. This to me looks like a three-wave structure ABC here, which is currently forming. And this looks a bit too corrective. You have a lot of strong retracements here. As you can see, a lot of red candles in this move up. And that makes me think, is this really a strong uptrend, or is this just something that is now just being pushed up by Bitcoin? It's looking a bit corrective for me, just from a price action point of view. And that's why we also need to consider a second scenario, which I thought we could avoid here for MATIC, but we need to bring it in. And it's based on the same wave count as Bitcoin is doing. So initially I thought what we were doing here, and so far it's worked out perfectly, to be honest. But initially what I thought we would be doing is starting down here with a wave 1, 2, and a wave 3 here to the upside. Within that wave 3 then, this wave 3, which is going to end somewhere up here, we had a smaller wave 1, 2, and 3. So this is still valid, absolutely. I just don't like this wave structure here. But if we can push higher here, then we can expect prices of $3.50, $4, maybe even $4.50, okay? In that wave to the upside here. But if we can't, and if we find resistance here somewhere, and if we, for example, can't make a higher high here above to 255, then I think we will need to seriously consider this previous scenario that I did talk about for Bitcoin. I think I haven't mentioned it yet for Polygon MATIC, but it's basically the same wave count, which makes it actually quite likely, because this makes me think, this structure, and also this. What we have lacking here is a clear uptrend. I mean, it is going up, but you have a 1, 2, another 1, 2 here, and then possibly what this would be, if this doesn't, this was another 1, 2, because this was not really a wave 3 and a wave 4. No, this is a 1, 2. So basically, again, within this wave 3 in blue, you have then another 1, 2 starting, because you can't just count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This doesn't work because a wave 4, sorry, cannot come down into the price area of wave 1. So you have then to go a degree lower, and you've got a 1, 2 here. The wave 3 will be somewhere up there, and then you start counting again with a lower degree. Within that wave 3, you have another 1, 2, 3, 4, but this can't be a 4 because it comes down to low. That means you need to start to count again at 1, 2, and you don't get that many 1, 2 setups. And if you get these 1, 2 setups, if you get a lot of them, that can really push the price a lot higher. This is basically a solid foundation for an uptrend. What makes me think though is this structure here, and it's not very clear for me. And what I think, if we come down once more lower here into the target area, it will basically, I think it increases the chances that we could come down from here. But the other scenario that I just want to show you is basically what we have for Bitcoin as well, and it's quite a dark scenario. So where you have here a wave A, a wave B, and then you would come down in a wave C, and that paints quite a bad picture for Polygon MATIC, because it would mean in a wave C you come down lower than the wave A, and the wave A is sitting here at around 60 cents. So we just need to be aware of this scenario, okay? I still think it's less likely than the other one, but it's something I need to make you aware of, yeah. And maybe I'll make that one red just so that we get an understanding here. So definitely this one here, very important support down here at 60 cents. Another important support here is 145. If we drop below that, also it unlocks lower prices. And then if we fall below 60 cents, first of all, we've got the $1 level and then 60 cents. But I mean, at the moment, it's looking solid, it's looking good. But all I'm saying here, it might be worth to think about some profit taking for people who now think it might just go higher. Just want to make you aware of the risk here of this structure, which retraces. There are too many retracements in there for me from my point of view. And it doesn't look as impulsive as I thought it would do, and we seem to be struggling here to get higher. So it's just something to be aware of. And honestly, if we can't make a higher high here, then I think, I would think about taking some profits. No financial advice, that's what I would do. As you know, I've got a trading and a hodl portfolio anyway. And within that trading portfolio, I would then take some profits off the MATIC that I bought down here, where I did set the buy order. And again, if anybody is interested in seeing buy and sell orders for certain cryptos, more longer term trades they are, but then you can find these on my Discord for every channel member. So you can find the join button for that either on my website, which you can find in the description, or you can find it next to the subscribe button. There's another join button. Pretty much that's where we are. Hopefully you liked the video about MATIC. If you did, please smash the like button and subscribe. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.